You're homeless and you have an Audi? Okay.
I was making money when I bought it.
The $530 payment that I just made, $400 went to interest.
Some people choose a place to live. She chose an Audi.
Because I do.
Okay, Audi.
When I do buy
You have a Audi?
Yeah.
You're homeless and you have an Audi? Okay.
I was making money when I bought it.
Okay, get rid of it when you don't. I don't know. What's your job again? What do you do?
I do customer service at a plumbing company.
From home or there?
There.
Okay. Okay, you owe $16,650.62 with what interest rate?
I think it's like 3.9.
Okay, that's not horrible, but the minimum monthly payment is $785.
A place to live should be the number one priority. The car normally comes somewhere after that, but priorities are personal. Some people choose housing. She chose a car. And it only costs $785 a month to remain homeless in German luxury.
For someone making $25 is crazy. In what world does that possibly make sense? Let's see, what is it worth? 17? If you sell it, get a $10,000 car, you're really only saving $6,000. But we do got to get you on a better payment plan. That shit's crazy. You're never going to move out with a $785.51 payment on this. You're never going to move out, right?
It would be
Like half rent.
extremely difficult.
It would. Time to get rid of it.
A car payment like that is going to make moving out difficult. The obvious solution would be to sell it and use that money for a place. But then she'd have somewhere to live and no Audi. So clearly that doesn't solve the important problem. So the car stays and moving can wait.
You make $1,000 on it, put $1,000 down on a $10,000 car. That's it. That's the new beater, unfortunately.
But my car.
You're homeless. Americans and their cars. How
know.
could you prioritize a car over getting a place to live? Crazy. You're right. You are a burden on your family if you prioritize a car over getting out. They're not wrong in that case. It's okay. You're crying, but like, listen, that's your choice to make. I have sympathy until there's things like this.
I know.
The complex solution is to sell the car and buy something she can afford. That's going to save her hundreds of dollars every month. Unfortunately, that also means she no longer drives a nice car. And that's where the tears come in. The financial problems were manageable, but a cheaper car was asking too much.
I bought a 2019 Audi A4. The sticker price was around $18,800, which I thought was great. 48,000 miles. My interest rate is almost 15%. When all said and done, out the door was a little over $25,000. But my main concern is if I keep the car the length of the loan, it's close to $40,000. So about $14,000 in interest. And I'm thinking, refinancing, am I going to be able to refinance if I'm already upside down in the car?
What's your monthly payment right now?
$530.
Refinancing sounds simple until the car is worth less than the loan. A new lender may want the difference covered before giving her a better rate. So lowering the interest could require money she probably doesn't have sitting around. That's the nice thing about being upside down. The loan is expensive to keep and usually costs money to get out of.
I've made one payment so far.
When you booked out the car, did you put any money down?
$1,500.
Okay.
The $530 payment that I just made, $400 and something went to interest.
Unfortunately, that's
So
how it
I'm
works.
just-
Most loan products, the interest is front bearing. So you pay the majority of interest up front and then the principal in the latter part of the loan. What's your credit score right now?
It hasn't changed at all. It's still about 640.
In this credit factor mix, do you have credit cards that have high utilization rates? Do you have any missed payments?
No, all my credit cards are paid off.
$400 of her first payment went straight towards interest. That would have been useful to think about before signing for the car. The rate was right there on the paperwork. So was the total cost of the loan. None of that changed after she drove away. She just started doing the math one payment too late.
I had from probably early 2020 that total about $6,000, some collections that are on my credit. And also I just was made aware that those things like Affirm and Klarna actually damage your credit.
You should be well above a 750. If you're at a 640, something in your credit isn't sitting right. The biggest part is going to be payment history. Another part is going to be credit utilization, age history, and then credit mix. Unfortunately, in America, in order for you to get good credit, you're going to have to hold and substantiate some sort of debt for a lengthy time to be considered trustworthy.
Those credit problems were years ago, but they still counted when this loan was approved. That's the nice thing about credit. You can make a mistake, fix it, and move on. But your credit report always remembers. Now she's paying 15% on her loan. A few bad months turned into $14,000 of interest.
You're out of warranty. Your engine blows today, you're done. Warranty's cooked.
Mikey.
Don't cry, but everybody has to get a new car sometime. So we could hook you up. We got a brand new 26 white with the macchiato, with the AMG Sport package, with the night package, all the features. Dope. We have a 2-year lease, so the commitment's not even big. You could put very little down and have like a really great payment of $872 a month.
Well, definitely $800 is where I would love to be.
You couldn't have picked a better time to get a new car.
I know, right?
But there's a but to everything.
The warranty ended, so naturally the engine is now living on borrowed time. It could fail tomorrow, next year, or never. But never doesn't help sell a new lease. A possible repair bill sounds a lot scarier when there's a new car waiting. The old car may be fine. The sales target is not.
I can't wait to hear it.
If you give us your car, your payment goes up to $1,200 and change. Basically, the loan amount that you have versus the value of the vehicle is not lining up. It's worth less than what you owe. So we wanted to see if you maybe could get this lease at the lower rate and maybe give this car to a relative, or is there any solution, or did you want to just get rid of it and upgrade now?
$1,200 does not make sense because that would mean giving it, trading it in, and then having to continue to pay, which is crazy.
What was the intention?
Ideally, turn in the car.
Returning her car would raise her payment by a few $100s. So the idea is to find a family member willing to take over the one she has. It didn't work out well for her, but maybe someone related to her would like the same problem. Nothing brings a family together like passing around a bad car payment.
Not have to have a payment anymore of the finance, $528 that I'm currently paying. Have the warranty come off of that, and then just get into a new car ultimately. $700, $800 tops.
With your negative equity, I can offer you a GLB 250.
I didn't like it then. I don't know that I'm going to like it now, especially when I'm ready to upgrade.
If you really wanted to get a better lease payment, I don't want to say downgrade, but maybe the new GLC.
Wow, lots to think about. I wasn't expecting this one.
Just means less Amazon packages, I guess.
Here's an idea. She could pay off the car she has and keep driving it. Once it's paid off, there's no monthly payment to worry about. No new lease, no higher payment, and no family member taking over the old one. She would own the car and keep more of her money. It sounds unusual now, but people used to do exactly that.
He makes good money. He's been at his shop 18 years.
Which car is this?
Hyundai Sonata.
It's going to be hard to believe that.
What are the challenges?
Debt to income ratio or maxed out credit cards, I think.
Is it a Pontiac Vibe?
Yeah, 230,000 miles on it. That thing started up like brand new every day.
What happened to your Vibe?
Car kid and I got very little for my car, so that's why we're out looking at this.
So we got the vehicle cost, which is $71.99.
He's been at the same job for 18 years and is struggling to get approved for a car. A steady job helps, but lenders are looking at everything else too. Paying on time, keeping balances down. And having some money saved can make a big difference. It's easy to ignore your credit when you don't need anything. Then the day comes and you actually do. And that's not the best time to find out what needs fixing.
We have your down payment of $1,500. Your financing in total, $9,191.98. They're giving 38 months, so that put us at $307.58. Right now, we're at 15.2. That's the APR. Anything that goes extra is going to go to your principal. What I tell customers is, if you can make a little extra, the better for you. Just keep in mind the first year is when you pay the most interest.
A 15.2% interest rate is the kind of approval that makes a rejection look helpful. The lender said yes. They just made sure he would have to pay for that answer every month. He gets the car he wanted. The bank gets years of interest. So the lender said yes, but 15.2 sounds a lot like no.
So I had a client walk in today, Jasmine. She came in scrubs. She had 2 kids with her, probably around 5 and 8 years old. She works at a nursing home. She had all her pay stubs and bank statements in a folder, ready to go, ready to buy. She was turned down before, but she came in ready today. So she told me she hasn't had a car in about 3 years. Her ex took it. She's been taking Ubers and Lyfts to work, borrowing her sister's car, and she's been calling out of work when her sister needs the car back. 3 years of that, 2 kids, full-time job.
When you need a car badly enough, a bad deal can start looking good. Being turned down before only makes the next approval feel more important. The payment can be too high and the interest rate can be terrible. But when you're borrowing someone else's car, yes is usually the only part you hear. That's how people end up accepting terms they should be walking away from. Their situation can make a bad deal look a lot better than it is.
Driving her mom to doctor's appointments. She sat down. The first thing she said was she knows her credit isn't great. And I told her that's fine. I just need to know what the car is for and we'll figure out the rest. She does need room for the kids. She needs room for her mom to take her to the doctor's appointments, something that won't break down on her. So I know exactly where to take her. 2022 Chevy Equinox. It's got the room and these things run forever if you take care of them. And I walked her right here. She opened the back door and she looked at the back seat. I could tell in her face that this is the car for her.
Going to a dealership without knowing what you want is a great way to buy what they want to sell. She should know what kind of car she needs, what it should cost, and which ones to avoid. That matters even more when the credit is bad and the options are limited. Instead, the salesman is the one suggesting the vehicle. She came in without a plan, so the dealership gets to make one for her.
She didn't say anything for a second, and then she looked at me and said, how much a month? I told her $287. She said, are you serious? And of course I'm serious. We ran her application, consistent income, everything was documented, her situation was real. There wasn't a credit issue, there was a life issue, and there's a difference. She got approved, and when I brought her the paperwork, I swear she was about to cry. She looked over at her kids who were all over the car inside and out. She signed right away, she looked happy, the kids were ecstatic, and I just want to make sure that this car is cleaned up and ready for her to take off the lot.
The payment was lower than she expected, and that's a number people focus on. But we still don't know the interest rate, which is probably the more important part. A lower payment can come from stretching the loan out and paying much more over time. So the monthly payment might look great while the actual deal is terrible. And that's why the monthly payment should never be the only number you focus on. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.